Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into television tech, specifically the new Sony BRAVIA 5, the K-65XR50.
Right.
We've got the full technical review in front of us, and our mission, really, is to figure out if Sony's famous processing can make this mid-range TV something, genuinely great.
It's the classic software versus hardware question, isn't it? And to set the stage, the core finding is that, yes, it's a very solid TV because of the processing.
Okay.
It's not winning on raw specs. It's really relying on that Sony brain to punch above its weight.
Wait, so are we talking about just standard mid-range hardware then?
Yeah.
How on earth is the processing making it like a low-quality stream look good?
That's the magic trick, really. The review says Sony really knows how to make mediocre content look good. What that means is the processor is actively cleaning things up on the fly. It sees noise, it sees compression artifacts from a crummy stream, and it just smooths it out.
So it's creating a cleaner, sharper picture than the source material actually has.
Exactly. Clean, colorful, and surprisingly sharp. For the average person just watching Netflix, that's a huge deal.
But there has to be a catch. This is where that mid-range label comes back, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's brightness.
You got it. For day-to-day viewing in a normal living room, it's fine. It's plenty bright. But when it comes to peak HDR performance, yeah, the review is clear. It's not a flagship.
And that lack of peak brightness leads to other issues, I'd imagine. In dark scenes, maybe?
Precisely. You might notice something called blooming around highlights.
So, like, if you have white text on a black background, the white bleeds a little.
That's it, exactly. A little halo of light. It's the classic sign you haven't paid top dollar for a premium panel.
Okay, so it has its limits, but where does it excel then? Motion handling for movies is usually a Sony strength.
And it is here, too. Super smooth for cinematic stuff, but, it hits a speed limit.
Gaming.
Fast gaming. The review points out you can see a bit of blur when things get really frantic.
So not for competitive players.
Probably not. But for casual, console gaming, it's actually great. The input lag is very low, so it feels responsive. It's a fantastic match for a PS5.
Okay, that makes sense. Let's talk about the physical stuff, because this is where a person's actual room comes into play.
Yeah, and there are two big ones to be aware of.
The first one is the narrow viewing angle, which sounds like a problem if you have a wide couch.
A huge problem. If you're sitting off to the side, the colors and contrasts start to wash out. You really want to be front and center.
And the other thing?
The glossy screen.
Oh, no.
Yeah. If you have a window right across from where you're putting this TV, you're going to be looking at reflections all day. It's like a mirror.
So synthesizing all this, what's the final verdict? It's not the best at any one thing, it sounds like?
No, but what's interesting is that it's consistently solid across the board. The review calls it a great everyday TV.
Okay.
It's for someone who wants something genuinely good but just doesn't want to pay those flagship prices.
Right.
It succeeds by just being reliable.
So what this all means then is that the Sony XR50 is a perfect example of a manufacturer's expertise. In this case, their processing successfully covering for hardware limitations.
It's the triumph of clever engineering over a spec sheet, yeah.
They're masking the lower peak brightness and the viewing angles with just, well, really smart software.
Pretty much. And that leaves us with a final thought for you to chew on.
Go for it.
Given that this TV can actually make low-quality content look better, is advanced image processing actually becoming more valuable to the average person than, say, sheer peak brightness? Something to think about.